How's it going, everyone? Thanks for tuning in again for another day trade review. March 7th. We'll start out by looking at the SPY here. For those of y'all who are new, I try to go over the market at the beginning of each trade review and just give some general ideas about the market. So we can see we've sold off again today. If we look at the 4 hour, so we've been downtrending for the past 3 or 4 days, and we bounced today off this 274 level. Um, this is the 4 hour chart. If we go to the weekly time frame, we can see that we've had our first big down red candle this week. Now tomorrow, it's possible this could get balled up, and this candle could end up finishing out like a doji candle or a hammer candle like this candle. How we can see it's formed to handle. Since this is the weekly time frame, we'll have to wait till the end of tomorrow's closing to see how this candle ends up closing. But where it sits now, we can see we're still in a weekly uptrend off these levels. Well, technically we just broke out the trend line, but we're still trending up on the weekly time frame. This could be a healthy pullback, and what I would expect, what's most likely to happen, I would think from here, is to have some type of consolidation and sideways movement like we've seen back in this past area around these same levels. So we could get further downside, or I don't honestly know what's going to happen, but that's what I would my nearest estimate as to what would happen is a consolidation from here. Now, so let's get into my trades. Honestly, I had a bad day. I've really been struggling recently. I've been talking about how I want to be more selective with my trades, and I want to wait till after the first 15 minutes of the open, and that's proven to be a lot harder to actually do than it is to talk about and say. So I broke my rules again today, just like I had the past 2 days. I traded in the first 15 minutes. I took trades on stocks that I didn't know that much about, and I paid for it down $109 today. I really, from here looking ahead, I need to really study up, and I'm going to take a step back and try to change the way that I'm coming towards this trading. And because if I keep up the same way I'm doing now, it's not sustainable. I'm not going to be able to keep doing this. So I got a lot of changes to make. So let's get into the trades I took. The first trade I took was on Tesla. And let's go to the 1 day time frame. So Tesla is dropping down to this 270s area, and my theory being that we can see yesterday we kind of held this support area up in the 270s, mid 270s, 275, and we didn't in pre-market. It didn't look like we wanted to go any lower, and I looked back at previous, and when we had a drop off like this, the next day after a drop off, if we traded sideways, we normally got bought back up. This Tesla stock tends to get bought back up pretty quickly. We can see on these down days it gets bought right back up. So I knew people were looking to buy Tesla, so I wanted to play it long on the long side today. I knew we could get a big move out of it. We go in here to the 1 minute chart. We can see my entry and exit. So this is my first mistake. I wanted to, sorry guys, here we are on the open today. So we opened up, and pretty much immediately got this big push here up. After this red candle came up and dropped down, we got this push up, and I was thinking that I was gonna, right here, I wanted to wait for this to happen, this push up and then this big sell off, and then get long. This would have been my entry long in here right there. This would have been like $800 win on the day if I would have played this right. But instead, this is in the second minute at 9:33, 9:32. I took a long position here at 28.66 because I was reverting to this is 28.66. Sorry guys. 20 went long here. 280.66. It's actually on this candle. So sorry guys, somewhere in here I went long, and needless to say, we immediately dropped down, and I stopped out for a $60 loss. So I lost 60 cents. I guys, I let this drop all the way down here, and I lost a full dollar on this because I only took 50 shares, so I lost a full dollar. So actually, over that, I lost $1.20 on this trade, and on 50 shares, that's $60, $59 I lost on this trade. This is a stupid, stupid trade. If I was patient and would have waited for it to hit this bottom, come up, pull up here, and then put in this higher low compared to back here at 276.60s, and would have bought here. This was the trade I was looking for. I got to cut out this impulsive gambling behavior is what I'm doing. This is impulsive. This is not strategic. I got to cut it out. So lost $60 on that. And then the other reason I shouldn't have gone long here is because the market was selling off immediately at the open. So you don't want to be going long stocks even when the market's going down. It's just not good practice. That being said, you can still do it if the stock is really strong. And I guess my reasoning here was that the stock was so down, and I thought it was a buy, which it ended up being, but just obviously not at this level. I knew this. I need to wait for my proper entry point. All right, that's enough of that. Then so the market was dropping, so I decided I wanted to go short on a stock. And I know this stock was gapping down huge, Kroger, and it's about their competition with Amazon. Amazon wants to open up a new line of grocery stores and such. And so I saw this. What I did here was the stock was moving down, and when I saw it, the stock had pushed up and gotten sold off out of the open, and then pushed up back to this dotted white line, which is the volume weighted average price, and then started to roll over, and I got short right here, 200 shares at $25, and then we started selling off from there, and and then I actually, when we sorry, let me show my trades. So I got long here, 200 shares. We got this drop, and then we got this big push back up to VWAP, and I saw sellers come in heavy on the time and sales, so I put another 100 shares short here, and we dropped back down below VWAP. I added another 100 shares when we moved up towards VWAP again. And then we got this drop, and I was waiting for the big drop to break this pre-market level over here. This is where I wanted to think about covering some of my shares. But we got this big push up through the VWAP, and I stopped out here for a $27 win on that. And then we can see this stock traded up higher throughout the day. So a better play on this stock would have been a long play from this around 10 o'clock on to 11:30. But I was lucky to make out. I took decent trade management here, and I could feel the stock didn't want to go in my direction after a while, and I did a good job watching the time and sales in the level 2. if the time and sales in the level two are just another way of watching the orders come in and out of the market, and they can give you a head start on, and you can kind of gauge which direction the stock's going in, and it's a way to. I'll have to do another video on the level two. It's very detailed. I can't cover it all, and I'm still learning a lot. So let's get over. And then the next trade I took, I should have stopped right there. Um, that would have brought me to, $25 loss total on the day, but I didn't. I don't know what I was thinking here on Roku. I'm not going to get into too many details, but okay, so yesterday it had this opened up, dropped off, and got bought back up, and the stock is really strong. It's at the 6 month highs, and I was expecting the same today, and when I saw it sell off, and then I saw this big green candle up through VWAP. Actually, when I looked at the stock, it was right here, curling up above the VWAP, and I was about to go. Let me zoom in a little bit more here. Jeez, I'm sorry, guys. So I should have gone long in here on this candle was where I was thinking, but I waited until we got this big push up like an idiot, like I did yesterday, and then I bought here just like I did on Tesla today, getting FOMO, chasing the stock. I bought it 71.12. So we're right here, and we we pushed up a little more, but then we sold off, and I stopped out pretty quickly for a 20 about a $20 a 20-cent loss on 300 shares. That's $63 loss right there. This is stupid. I'm chasing again. The strategy here is it's moving up through VWAP. This is very key. This dotted line is the volume weighted average price. Takes into account the price of the shares traded during the trading day and the volume traded at that price. So this line moves. It's an average price with volume um, included. So it's a good indicator of the agreed price of a stock. And so, without getting any more into that, bad trade here. I was chasing. Had I bought down here, where was a better buy area, I could have taken some off on this push and then stopped out of the rest dropped when we broke down back down to VWAP, and I still would have been up a little bit probably on that trade. So bad trade, bad strategy. I took two more trades. I don't know if we'll be able to get to them. NIO. I went over this one yesterday or 2 days ago, I think. And oh yeah, that was yesterday. But so we were selling off again, and we were basing down here at the 728 level, and we put in this base of about 5 candles straight across this blue dotted line and pushed up. And actually, I went long right here on this blue dotted line because I was watching the level two. If you guys don't know what the level two is, that's this, and this is where you can see this is how many bids are in at a certain price range, and this is how many ask sales are in at a certain price range. And whenever the price dropped down to $7.28, there was hundreds and hundreds of bids, and there was not many asks, and this is why the price was basing there so hard. So I felt comfortable. That just showed me how much support and how much interest in buying the stock at that 728 level was, and that's the reason why I took this trade, because I saw that there was a lot of support there, and I felt comfortable buying here because I knew I'd be able to sell back at the same price, if worst case scenario, hopefully. But you gotta be careful because sometimes there'll be fake buyers that put orders out to try to manipulate the price of the stock too. So you gotta be cautious. But anyhow, I went long here, and I'm running out of time now, but just to summarize, I made 29 bucks on this trade here. So, and then I took one more trade on Tesla and I lost 43 bucks.